What's your station? Well, this is Dessert Station, and it's got some lovely little peach ring artwork on the front. I do love peach and beer. I got this from Ryan at Beer Me GVL from Corporate Ladder. I know, something that's not Slicer or West Coast IPA. Crazy, right? Anyway, let's find out what station I like to be at, you like to be at, where this beer likes to be at, right after the theme song. Welcome back in, not in the Midland studio, but just outside of it with yours truly, Nothing to Palmetto, and select Sunday reviews or Sunday select reviews. We got a bit of a big name. I used to actually saw a Corporate Ladder collaboration not that long ago on my channel that they did with Untitled Art, but this one is actually a true Corporate Ladder beer offering, and I believe I'm not mistaken, Corporate Ladder is out of Florida. I'll confirm that right now. Palmetto, Florida. Pardon me, Dave's TV. Not. Oh, it's some towns. I'm not always super up on the geography of Florida because that's a big state. So, tell me where Palmetto, Florida is. Maybe Dave's TV could head out there and check it out sometime if he's within spitting distance of it. Anyway, this one, now I noticed that this must be a series of beers, because when I was searching on Untappd, I typed in Corporate Ladder Dessert Station and it came up with a bunch of them, and I started typing more, and I had to start really almost type out the whole name, Peach Rings, in order to bring up this particular one. This is definitely a long-standing series that Corporate Ladder does. They do label it being gluten-free both on the can and Untappd, which is interesting because beer, of course, normally has a lot of grains, a lot of malts. It's hard to make something that's gluten-free, but certain styles that can be accomplished a lot easier. And this only says it's a dessert beer. It doesn't say whether it's a sour, a stout. It just says gluten-free dessert beer. So scratch your head a little bit. What's that mean? It does have a very minimal amount of check-ins, but it's a very lofty rating in that small sampling. 140 total, 138 unique, 133 of which are ranked, and it checks in at 4.42, so it's very high. So small sample size, people really like it. The only bid on Untappd is the ABV at 6.5, which is also what's listed on the can. And the BIOS doesn't say too much. Gluten-free dessert beer with peach ring candy. That's exactly what the can says as well. Gluten-free dessert beer with peach ring candy. So we can probably read the can first, because I'm guessing this is either a sour or a stout, so there's not too much of a head to sit through as I talk and mumbo jumbo. There's nothing else. Oh, it actually says the town on the can too, Palmetto, Florida. Brewed and packaged at Corporate Ladder Brewing Company. Style, ABV, logo, Surgeon General's warning. Not much else going on there. Got this from my man Brian at Beer Me GVL. You've seen a lot of beers on the channel that he's given me lately, and this one was one of them as well. And like I said, it's not sliced, it's not a West Coast IPA, so that's interesting. I think he may have had mixed feelings about this particular one, but it is a rather unique beer, so we'll see how it stacks up to my taste palette. Let's get you some ASMR. Nice crisp, clean chuklook. Oh man, that is already a very strong sour, fruity type of aroma. We'll hard pour it, although it looks like it's actually going to be a lot more of a head than I thought. Well, maybe not. No, yeah. It is a pretty white head. It does have a little bit of a pinkish hue to it. The color, granted it might be a little difficult to see through all the full malt, the Alchemist graphics, but the color is definitely looking to me like pure red grapefruit juice. That's what I see when I look at that color. That kind of like pink, light red color. Head's thinking, wow, it settled down. Maybe I was wrong. Sometimes I'm wrong. I don't know if it's peach. It's definitely something fruity. So maybe more peach candy than peach, which, I mean, that is what it says. Brewed with peach ring candy. It doesn't say it was brewed with actual peaches. So it does have that like sweet, sugary type of aroma to it. And definitely something fruity to it. Whether it's that's peach coming out or something different just because of the way it mixed up and, you know, candies, who knows? It's like there's actual candies. There's a lot of candies out there that people consume and are in the market that are artificially flavored and that sort of thing. So that's what it really smells like, candy. Like your typical when you're checking out the supermarket and you're like, oh man, I need a fix of something, and there's like 15 different candies just sitting there at the checkout counter. So summer, bugs. Ugh, I love summer, but I hate bugs. There it is. All right, so let's that head's come down a little enough, I think. Let's dive through it. Oh, and by the way, to my boy Donnie, if he's watching this, no more bucks. I'm back to my roots. I put my Colt hoodie for this one, so you don't have to get mad at me. All right, I really like that, actually. That has, for something that, I mean, it is fairly thick. There are some floaties. Is there can on date? I don't see one. I know Brian does take freshness very seriously. So I'm sure this can't be too old from when he got it. But there's definitely some floaties in there, sediment, that sort of thing. This is very sweet, very candy. Well, it's not like overpowering, so you don't drink it and you think you're gonna get diabetes in a glass. But it kind of has like a soda sweetness to it, like a fruit soda. So maybe almost like Fanta, I guess would be a good comparison. Yeah, I think that's very good. That's really like a fruit candy soda. That's what it tastes like. And 6.5, it's not super high, but it's high enough after a few of them that you can get in trouble, and you would never know. I mean, that goes down like actual candy juice. That is very, very sweet, very, very sweet. If you thought I was very, very sweet and crushable, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so exactly when reviews like this drop. I don't know what playlist to put this in. It doesn't say it's a sour. I guess I could throw it in a sour playlist, but it just says gluten-free pastry beer. So maybe we'll just go to my pastry beer playlist. And if you want to see more of those, head on into the comments. The first one pinned has a link to a playlist of the other dessert-style, pastry-style beers I've done in the past. If you want to send me a beer like Brian did, recommend a beer to me, or just chit-chat me up and make a new friend, email me, nutmeg2palmetto@gmail.com. And if you want the rest of my day-to-day nonsense, follow me on my social media channels, TikTok and Instagram, @nutmeg2palmetto. That, get in trouble with these for sure. Thanks, Beer Me GVL. Cheers, friends. I'll see you